In this week's Gospel, we hear Peter's ultimate confession of faith. When Jesus asks the disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" Peter responds, "You are the Christ. We've come to believe this." A few verses earlier, though, we hear a little clue to the context of this passage. And in that verse, we hear that Jesus and his disciples have left his hometown and have traveled to the region of Caesarea Philippi. He's basically left home, left his family and his honor base for who he was as a son and daughter of Joseph and Mary. In that Mediterranean culture, everything is about family. So Jesus was in fact risking his very reputation and his honor base to leave home and to travel with his companions to a new place, to teach and to heal. 51 years ago, at the tender age of 14, I left home and family to attend seminary. What could I have known as a young man other than for the gift of the Holy Spirit's prompting me to make that kind of a decision, to take that step out in faith? All of us have had perhaps those same kinds of opportunities to take a step in the right direction, a place that in some respects was a risk for us. And I know that for me, the risk of taking that step has led me into a life of ministry that has been a tremendous blessing. But it's not come without cost, just as it was for Jesus to have taken on that cost that ultimately took him to Jerusalem, where he was murdered and killed. We know, of course, that wasn't the end of the story, but neither is it for us. When we step out and take a risk in faith, where will that lead us? How will that lead us in terms of following him? So perhaps as we hear this passage this week, we might be asking ourselves, what do we and what are we willing to risk in order to follow Christ, as he asks us to deny ourselves and take up our cross?
Take up your cross, take up your cross, take up your cross and follow me. Take up your cross, take up your cross, take up your cross and follow me. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself. Whoever wishes to come after me must take up his cross and follow me. Take up your cross, take up your cross, take up your cross and follow me. Take up your cross, take up your cross, take up your cross